I'm letting y'all know right the fuck now. Come November 1st, November 2nd, y'all see me and him in the grocery store. Keep it pushing. Because he's stealing and I'm stealing, bitch.
You know, making a video, sitting down and recording yourself threatening to rob, loot, steal, and kill over food stamps is already bad enough in itself. But it makes it 1,000 times worse when you decide to include your kids, your babies, in these videos. And unfortunately, this is something I have seen a lot. And if you've been watching my channel, you've already seen quite a few videos like this one as well. Just ghetto ratchet women in full bonnet mode, usually laying in bed, lights not even on, the freaking smoke detector chirping, laying in bed with a bonnet with their baby, with their toddler. Maybe the kid is sometimes 4, 5, and 6 years old. Just laying there with their badass kids, talking about how they're going to steal and they're going to rob and they're going to loot. And they're going to use their kids to help them. Like that woman, oh, I'm going to use my baby. My baby's going to help me steal. When you see me and my baby, who's not even old enough to talk yet, straight up goo goo gaga asshead. You see my goo goo gaga-ing baby, they ain't even old enough to talk yet. He ain't even old enough to think, but he's old enough to steal. Okay? His diaper is packed filled with all types of stuff you could never imagine. So you got these women who, like I said, it's already bad enough that they're threatening to do this stuff, but they plan on taking their kids with them. Who in their right mind would take their kids and put them in a chaotic situation like, hey, going to loot Walmart with thousands of other ghetto ratchet people, right? Who would take their kids and put them in that situation? But they're not just saying, hey, my kids are going to be with me. No, they're saying, hey, my kids are going to be helping me. Me and all of the little babies that I could not take care of, that I kept pumping out, even though I knew I could not afford the first one, me and my little tribe of badass kids, we're going to come into Walmart and we're going to steal everything together. So yeah, I mean, I would say it's heartbreaking to see this, but I'm so used to seeing this. I grew up around a lot of people like this, right? So this isn't something new to me. But there are some people who maybe have not been exposed to this culture as much, who are like in shock. Oh my goodness heavens! Gee golly willikers, they're taking the kids, honey! They're taking the kids looting with them, honey! Of course they are. They take their kids stealing all the time. And then their kids grow up to be just like them, on food stamps, threatening to kill and rob people. It's like a revolving door, right? You know, parents are supposed to pass down certain values and life lessons. And they're passing down values and life lessons, just not the ones we were taught. No. They're laying in bed with their bonnets on, too lazy to even turn the lights on, smacking and just chewing on food while talking about going and robbing places with their kids. So their kids are going to grow up to be even worse than them, most likely, because at such an early age, as their brains are developing, this is being taught that this is okay, right? And when you're a kid, a mother, a father, there's really not many fathers in these kids' lives, but a mother is like the most important person to you. Your mother can do no wrong. Your mother can say no wrong, right? So if they're taught by their mother from the age of freaking 1 that it's okay to go out here and steal, and they're being trained to steal, and they're being trained to act out violently if they get caught or called out, then you know they're going to grow up thinking that's okay, and they're going to pass down even worse life lessons and values to their kids. But we've seen all of these different types of videos of all of these different types of threats Now, a new kind of video is emerging. And this is my favorite kind of EBT wars video yet. Right? Because like I said, we've seen all the threats. It's not surprising when they bring on their toddlers to threaten that their toddlers are going to steal for them. That's not even surprising when coming from these people anymore. But what I'm enjoying is now some of these same people who are threatening to go rob and steal, they're recording themselves having meltdowns about having to spend their own money now that they don't have food stamps. They're going to the grocery store and they're filming the situation like it's the end of the world, right? What is a regular everyday occurrence for us, like, hey, maybe you get off work and you got to go to the grocery store to grab some noodles, right? You don't think anything of it. But to these people, it's so life-shattering, life-altering, and devastating. They're filming themselves like it's the end of the world, like they're the ultimate victim, as they have to go to the grocery store and actually pick out items that they have to pay for themselves. And then afterwards, they're showing the receipt like, oh my God, I spent $20. Oh my God, I spent $30. And they're freaking out like it's the end of the world. But this is just something that we do on a daily basis. Right? Like they think it's so significant the world has to see this atrocity. We are so oppressed. The world must know. The world must know that black women are now having to buy their own groceries. Look at us. Look at us in here. We had to buy our own frozen bag of peas. Oh, the humanity of it all. It's insane. But that's how entitled these people have become. That them buying their own groceries, it's just so crazy to them that they have to film the moment. Because they've never bought their own groceries before. Their mother has never bought her own groceries. Their grandma never bought her own groceries, okay? So they're treating this experience like a once in a lifetime, not even a lifetime, like a once in 100 years type of situation. Like if you were to go to some foreign country, like your dream destination, your dream vacation destination, and you took a photo like on top of Mount Everest or something like that. That's how they're treating having to spend $20 at the local grocery store, right? Like it's one of the most significant moments in history. But I have one of the videos that I'm talking about that I want to show you. Before I roll this clip, though, I need you guys to do me a favor. I know you guys like the videos. Thousands of you come and watch the videos every day. But thousands and thousands and thousands of you are not hitting the like button. It only takes 1 second, okay? You don't have to pay for it. You don't even have to use EBT for it. All you got to do is click the thumbs up. It helps the videos out so much more than you could possibly imagine. Now, if you want to donate to the channel, you could donate via Cash App or Super Thanks, always greatly appreciated. But at the very least, hit that like button. But with that being said, let's roll this clip and I'll be right back with more.
In Walmart looking busted as a motherfucker and realizing that it is November 2nd, 2 days into the month of no food stamps for almost everybody in America, including me, because it messed up my stamps. So this is what we got. Okay, here we go. So it's not a lot of stuff. You would think with this stuff right here that it wouldn't be too much. But, y'all about to go with us and find out how much less than 20 items is when it comes to Walmart with no stamps, when you gotta like pay out of pocket. So let's see. So first off, we got about this much and it came up to $26.98. And we still have to get this. $5, $10, like $2. So this shit came up to $18. This shit was 4 items. It came up to $18. What is we doing? What is we doing, Walmart? What is we doing, Walmart? It was something. What is we doing?
I know that this woman is not sitting here complaining about $26. Oh my God, look at this, guys. Oh my God, I gotta record this. I gotta show the world. Look. You don't have to show the world. We're already out here buying our own groceries on a daily basis, you freaking idiot. I wish I could go to the grocery store and only spend $26. That does not happen for me very often. It's usually a lot more than that. But here she is, oh my God, $26. Oh my God, $18. Oh my God, and it's not even a lot. So I guess they weren't paying attention to the price of food when they had food stamps, because the money is free. But that shows you how entitled these people are, right? Like, you should not just now be figuring out the price of groceries. I get it. You get food stamps, so all your stuff is free. But at the same time, you still go out there to the grocery store. You pick up items off the same shelf that we do, right? But these people don't even look at the price tag. Like, I would think even if you got food stamps, you're still looking at the price tag, but they're not. It's not like those items cost more now than they did when she had food stamps. It's the same price. It's just that now she's having to pay out of pocket. So it took her having to spend her own money to actually realize what these items cost. And that shows you that many of these people are not on the budget that you think they are, especially when it comes to food stamps. These people are not getting a couple of $100s a month to help them, right? Because if you're only getting a couple of $100s a month to help you, you still got to budget that couple of $100. You got to know where that $200 is going, right? And if you spend $30 here and $40 there, you know, right? Because you only have a couple of $100s to work with. But you see, the majority of these people, they're not working with a couple of $100s. They're working with a few $1,000s a month. Okay? They're working with so much food stamps that they do not check the price tag on anything, because it's almost impossible for them to spend all of their stamps. They're getting so much in. You know, most people don't need to spend $3,000 a month on food. Even these people who do, you know, keep popping out babies like jackrabbits. So this is really eye-opening because, for one, it shows you how stupid and ridiculous, just idiotic these people are, that they feel like they need to inform the world. Look at how much stuff costs. No, we know. We know. Trust us. We know. We're the ones having to make, you know, we're having to make sacrifices in the grocery aisles. As y'all just dump everything into your cart, and you take your babies that you use to steal and shoplift, and you have them just go, hey, dump everything in the cart. Just everything. We don't even got to check the price. Who cares? Who cares? The taxpayers, the government, the white man is paying for all of it. Not us. Who cares? So they're showing how stupid they are and how ungrateful they are, how entitled they are. And I cannot get over the fact, when I watch these videos, I cannot get over the fact that it's like these people have just now woken up to reality. And some of these women that are filming these videos, they're like 40 and 50 years old, and they're just now realizing what things cost at the grocery store. It must be nice to get that much free money a month that you don't know what eggs cost. You don't know what milk cost. You don't know what this costs. You don't know what that costs. You don't know. And then when you see the actual price, you're like flabbergasted, right? You're in shock that normal people are having to spend this much money. And the reason why groceries are so expensive, or at least one of the reasons why, is because over 40 million people like her are getting thousands of dollars in free food stamps, free money every month. And we who are not on food stamps, we have to pay for it. Not only are our tax dollars going to fund their grocery budgets, but now when we go pick up an item at the grocery store, it's more expensive because we have to take care of all of these parasites. And honestly, I'm hoping some major changes happen because a lot of these people need to get kicked off of food stamps, including the woman you just saw in that clip. Because if you could go to the grocery store and buy those items, you can continue to do that. You don't need to have $5,000 a month to just go throw things in your cart, right? You don't need that. So I'm hoping some changes are made. People who need food stamps, people who are disabled, I have no problem with them getting food stamps. I honestly wouldn't even be talking about people getting food stamps if it wasn't for all of these entitled people threatening to kill people like me who buy our own groceries, and threatening to hurt Walmart workers and grocery store employees for doing their job. So there's a reason why I'm calling all of this stuff out, and why I will continue to call this stuff out. But for now, I want to hear from you guys down in the comments below. While you're down there, hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe, ring that notification bell, and I'll talk to you all very soon in the next one.